Namaste. So we are into ninth Adhyaya of Bhagavad Gita, Raja Vidya Raja Guhya Yoga. So let us start with a Omkara. Om. So in this Adhyaya, I have picked up two things. The first thing is Sri Krishna tells Arjuna that if somebody gives me with lot of love a small flower or a leaf of a tree, I still like it. I feel that somebody has given it with so much of feeling, so much of love, so I adore it. And the other thing what he says, that the way people love me, I also love them equally. So the love towards the divinity is always reciprocated in the same way. So these are the two things which I have picked up. And as Sri Krishna says, a very small flower or a leaf of tree, even if you give me, I feel so happy about it. I remember the story of Sri Krishna and Sudama, where Sudama, his friend who is not financially so well, he comes to visit Sri Krishna, and he doesn't have anything to offer to him or any gift to offer to him. So he brings along dry pohas for him, and both of them sit together on a swing, and Shri Krishna really eats those dry pohas happily. And when Rukmini sees this, she says, oh God, what is this happening to him? He's he's eating dry pohas and he's so happy eating that. So that's the example, and that story it came to my mind. So next adhyaya is a Vibhuti Yoga. So Vibhuti in this context, in the context of Bhagavad Gita, means glorious forms. So Arjuna is a very inquisitive person. So he has lots of questions to Sri Krishna. So he asks Sri Krishna, you have given me so many hints about your divine power. So tell me, in which glorious form shall I find you? And this is a very beautiful question, and beautiful answer Sri Krishna has also given. So this Vibhuti Yoga, if you read, you will find this yoga very poetic. Sri Krishna has narrated almost so many examples he has given of the glorious forms in which Sri Krishna, you can find Sri Krishna. So what are those glorious forms which we see around? So we get up, and what we see? We see sun rising. So it is a rising sun is a glorious form in the universe which we find of the divinity. So we say Om Suryaya Namaha. So this is where you can find Sri Krishna. We look at the sky, it is so vast. We say sky is the limit. So there is it is so limitless. So there we find Sri Krishna. We go to the seashore and we see a vast sea, vast ocean, and we feel that we are so small. So there you find Krishna. So he says that in all these magnificent things you can find me. So this is what is Vibhuti Yoga is all about. So Sri Krishna you can find in everything what is glorious, which is magnificent, and which is so beautiful. So that's the Vibhuti Yoga. So coming to Vishwarup Darshan Yoga now. So since Sri Krishna has narrated that he is Arjuna can find him in different Vibhutis, like like Surya, like Sagar or Akash, you can find him anywhere and any place. So Arjuna asked Sri Krishna, can you show me your real form, the real big magnificent form? Can you show me? And Sri Krishna, he says, oh, you are my beloved friend, and how can I say no to you? And Sri Krishna actually becomes so big, so tall. He has hundreds of heads and he has thousands of hands, and all the universe is originating from him, and it is getting collapsed in him. So it is such a huge energy which explodes in front of Arjuna, and he is not even able to meet eyes with that that kind of sight. So he just sits down and he just prays to him and says, Lord, I am really humbled with you. This your the Vishwarup Darshan. Please minimize yourself. I am not able to take this. And finally Shri Krishna minimizes himself, and he becomes same size as Arjuna. So that's the Vishwarupa Darshan. Actually this adhyaya is very big, and I will share my experience when I was writing Vishwarupa Darshan Yoga. I got so engrossed in writing this yoga, and I actually could feel that heat, and I was writing and I feel that I am seeing Sri Krishna. It was out of world experience for me. So I would really request you to read this yoga by yourself. You must have seen those pictures in Mahabharata. When we were small, the Mahabharata used to come, or the new Mahabharata, the complete picture of Bhagwan Shri Krishna in his Vishwarup. So how do I put it into the learning? Now what is the learning in Vishwarupa Yoga? So Vishwarup, Vishwa is universe and Rup is a form. So Shri Krishna can be seen in any form in this entire universe. And when I get up and see we see the sun, I feel I am seeing Shri Krishna. So anything beautiful, anything magnificent you see, you just you just do the pranam and say, here you are my Krishna. So it is very humbling to see all this, the beautiful things in nature. But only thing, we have to find the time for ourselves. We have lot of time, we are spending on screen, watching mobile, watching television, watching web series, so many things. But in reality, if we take out some time to see around, the Vishwarup Darshan is there every single day. So that's about Vishwarup Darshan. Next comes the Bhakti Yoga. So Vishwarup Darshan, there is a lot of heat generated, and that heat actually is completely removed, or it is a kind of a nice breeze comes. Bhakti Yoga is like that. Bhakti Yoga is like a nice breeze after that huge Virat Vishwarupa Darshan. So Arjuna's question to Shri Krishna, who is the best devotee? Now Arjuna knows that Shri Krishna is a divine form. Yes, he knows this. So now he says, who is the best devotee? Who is the best yogi? So Krishna answers to him, the one who has a Shraddha, faith, and one who has a dedication is the best devotee. So dedicate all your actions to divine power, and then you will realize that you are dropping your me, your I, your ahankar, all of that you are dropping, all of that is getting melted, and then you will feel that kind of freedom from all the sukha and the dukkha. So this is not easy to do. In Bhakti Yoga, Shri Krishna has specifically told that you need to do abhyasa, you need to do the practice to do this, to be able to dedicate everything to Shri Krishna, or dedicate everything to the divine power, and say that I have not done this, somebody else has got it done from me. It requires a practice. But if you can practice this, and if you can imbibe this, then you are free from all what the karma coming out of this, all the sukha dukkha coming out of it. So next one is Arjuna, another question to Shri Krishna is, tell me who is your favorite, how your favorite person, conducts himself. And Shri Krishna gives a very beautiful answer, and this is something which I would say only 20 shlokas in Bhakti Yoga, but each shloka is like a jewel. It tells us how to conduct our life, and it's a very, very nice guideline for a simple human being like us. And if you can see our Indian culture, bhakti, the devotion, is the form across so many religions, so many sects, so many different type of beliefs. Bhakti is a common thread. We take Sant Gyaneshwar, Sant Tukaram Maharaj, Sufi Sant, Sant Kabir. So all of them have talked about bhakti, and all of them, they laid their life with a bhakti. So Mirabai is the big example of a devotion and bhakti. So what he says, that the one who doesn't hate anyone, I like that person. The one who is very compassionate, the one who is very friendly, the one who does not claim credit for all the things all the time. ये मैंने किया, अभी मुझे इसका नाम चाहिए, मुझे इसके बारे में appreciation चाहिए. All that somebody who doesn't do, I like such person. Then in fact, when he says that the one who has forgiveness, क्षमा करना, ये सबसे बड़ी बात है. क्षमा करना is a very big strength of your character. The forgiveness is a very big virtue, because so many things happen in our life. Somebody says something and we just keep holding on to it, and every time something happens we repeatedly talk about it. तुमने मुझे ये बोला था, तुमने मुझे वो बोला था, बार, years over years, 20 years, 30 years, we just hold on to it. We are not able to forgive people. So the person who is able to forgive the people immediately has a bigger strength of his character, because he will not get affected by all what person has said, because he just says, okay, I've forgiven you, move forward, let's move on. So forgiveness is a very biggest strength of character. The one who is always happy, satisfied, and in control. So that is what he says. And one more shloka he says is, I would read it to you. Yasmano dvijate loko no dvijate chayaha harsha marsha bhayodvegam mukto yasache me priyaha. So what it means is, the person who does not provoke others, and the person who doesn't get provoked by others, I like such person. And this is so true. I mean, people are there in the world, so many people will say something. But you should not get agitated, and please, you also don't do anything by which other people will get agitated. And then he says, Harsha Vimarsha. That means the one who is not, get overexcited, or somebody who doesn't get completely depressed, or somebody who doesn't get who gets very angry, or somebody. So he says that the one who is beyond the anger, beyond fear, and beyond temptation, I like such person. Then Krishna says that the one who doesn't get hyper excited, or somebody who doesn't regret on his decisions, the person who looks at friends and enemies in equal manner, in equanimity, the person who does not get excited by flattery, or who doesn't get affected by the criticism, and he says the one whose thought process is stable, and the one who has faith and dedication. I like such devotee. This is Krishna's answer to Arjuna's question, what kind of devotee you like. So there ends the Bhakti Yoga, and there are few introspective questions which I would like to read for you, and I really want you to write the answers of those questions. The first question is, in what way you are connected with nature on day-to-day basis? How frequently do you watch sunrise, sunset, stars and sky? How frequently you visit lakes, river, seaside, go for trekking? Does nature's vastness make you look inward? That's a question. The third question is, do you remember any two very humbling experiences of your life? The fourth question is, what does devotion mean for you? Is forgiveness a helpful virtue? Whom have you not forgiven? If any, why? The next question is, do you get upset if you don't get due credit? Do you consciously appreciate people in your family and in your work environment? The seventh question is, how often you regret your actions and decisions? Are you able to see divinity in every person's heart? So these are the questions based on Bhakti Yoga, based on Vishwarup Darshan Yoga, based on Raja Vidya Rajaguhya Yoga. So please do think about it and write your own story, and we'll meet in next Adhyaya, and till that time, Shri Krishna Arpanamastu. Whatever I said, I am dedicating it to Krishna's feet. Thank you so much.